Alrighty, let's get after it. 12/9/2025, 4:46 p.m. We just finished off week 14, correct? Yeah, week 14. Let's start with the good. The Big Ten Championship, IU and Ohio State. The beginning of the game, I guess I would say I wasn't very confident. Especially first play of the game, Fernando Mendoza is injured. He's down on the ground for a while.
I literally just jumped.
Your mic's muted.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Yeah, I literally jumped up off of my bed immediately. I'm like, he's gonna get hurt on the first play of the game. I'm like, wait, this whole season for this, all for nothing, for the biggest moment everyone's been waiting for, to test their true colors and see how they stack up against the Ohio State.
Yep.
And he's gonna get hurt on the first play, and he was like not moving.
No, that's what I was saying. He was like sitting there. He looked like he was in a lot of pain.
I thought after watching that his shoulder's gone. Yeah, absolutely. And it's also hilarious and goofy at the same time that, like, I was telling Stephanie, like, what's weird is his backup is his brother.
Yeah.
So it's funny, like, he comes off the field and then you just see a Mendoza jersey running back out there. You're like, this is kind of weird.
Yeah.
But then, yeah, he comes back in. Then the 2 plays later, like, what?
Yeah, it was honestly, it was looking pretty bleak at the start. I was like, man, we can't really get anything going. Ohio State it was extremely defensive. Obviously,
it was a cagey affair, bro.
Dude, if the under was the move, absolutely the move.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think anybody really trusted IU's. That was like the bigger question. It was kind of like we knew Ohio State was going to like probably lock down Indiana more than likely. But it was like, can Indiana lock down Ohio State? And boy, did they.
I mean, yeah, at first I was like, this is kind of scary. I'm like, this is not looking too good. I feel like this is like one play away from getting out of hand pretty quickly.
It did feel like that was like on the cusp of like, oh shit, like, yeah, it's going to take one.
And it never happened.
No, it didn't. Well, every time they did let up a big play, they turned around and on the next set of downs, they corrected and stayed the course. Dude, they and getting the pressure on him. Apparently, like, Julian Sain was only sacked like 5 times all year.
Yeah.
He got sacked 5 times that night. Like, bro.
That's what I was saying. Yeah, they were getting after the QB. It was awesome. It was great.
Yeah, that was incredible. And then obviously, like, when we missed that field goal, I'm like, dude, this is it. I'm like, that just cost us the game. I'm like, you when you're playing a team that's this good and this big of a moment, and at that point we had already knew it was like a cagey affair, it's like, that's gonna bite us in the ass so hard.
Well,
dude.
Ohio State goes and does it too. But I'm sitting there, I'm watching the game at my friend's house, and I'm like, he's gonna miss to the left. I'm like, that'd be so cool if he just missed to the left. What's he do? Misses to the left.
Nice.
I'm like sitting there, I'm like looking, I'm like, holy, did I just manifest that? That's crazy.
In the middle of me saying it to Stephanie is when it happened, because I was like, well, here we go. I'm like, this is basically the game on the line. I'm like, the only thing we can hope for is like, that he misses. And I was like, he misses. Oh my God.
He almost missed his first one.
Yeah.
He did the same thing. He hooked it to the left and it snuck in. Did the same thing, just a lot worse this time.
Yeah.
And it's obviously a bad look missing a kick in a dome.
In a dome, and it's a 27-yard chip shot.
Yeah.
Like,
that's the yikes. But
it was a great game.
IU comes out. Fernando Mendoza delivered one of the worst post-game interviews I've ever seen in my life. That was hard to watch.
I don't think it was
corny, dude.
It was corny.
Really corny.
It was corny, but I mean, the guy's hyped up and like.
I get it, but I'm like, just save face for the camera. Go cry in the locker room. Please look tough right now.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for it. I'd rather see that. I don't know. It's like
it just like really like. It started off bad. He like comes up, he's kind of like babbling a little bit, like try not to cry.
Praise God that we're here. We love to win. It's like, oh God, dude, I know. I'm like, what the? He is a total cornball, but he is.
Yeah, he's like super dorky, dude. I did not think.
That's what I was telling you
when I listened to Pat McAfee.
And he's like really proper.
Yeah, he seemed like kind of chill and all that stuff. Yeah, he's like really just like.
Yeah.
Like dude probably goes to frat parties and just like lectures people. It's like, oh, let's drink some water.
He's like,
let's be careful.
Have you heard about your Lord and Savior Jesus Christ?
Yeah. It's like, definitely not what I would expect. But hey,
he's a badass though.
I'm not upset.
what also too, how tough to come back after that hit. Like to come back into that game right away.
I was when it happened, obviously again, thought shoulder was messed up, thought the shoulder was cooked.
Yeah.
Now obviously looking back, and it seemed more of just like he got absolutely blasted. It was more than likely just the wind knocked out of him.
1,000%.
And it's been the same. We've all had that happen. It's one of the worst feelings ever. And yeah, you sit there and you kind of squirm on the ground. You're just like sitting there trying to breathe. Yeah, it's the worst. That probably sounds awful in the camera. RIP headphone users. That was probably bad.
You think so? You think it's that bad?
Yeah, it's probably pretty bad.
I don't know how many people are listening through headphones. Wired headphones, especially.
Wired headphones. That's diabolical. Who has that anymore?
Yeah, that was the whole game. I mean, everything was phenomenal about it. It really was. It was awesome.
It was a good game, dude. It was fun. It was like you said, it was just like, it was defensive. If you don't like defensive football, that game was not for you.
Yeah, I mean, it just kept you on the edge of your seat the whole time because it was
really
because both teams are capable of.
There was never one team that was actually like had it comfortable or like really felt like they were in the driver's seat. No,
I mean, like there were some moments where it did start to feel like either like for both teams had like explosive plays where it's like, oh wow, shit, is Indiana finally getting the run game going?
Yeah.
Like, oh, is this about that? And then it's like, no, dude, just right back down. Like both teams just beating each other down, and it was awesome. It was really fun to watch.
Yeah, I agree. It was awesome. It was great. Obviously, a lot of big things in college football. A lot of teams are opting out of bowl games.
One in particular.
One in particular being Notre Dame. I do disagree with the fact that Alabama in the playoffs over Notre Dame. I think that's kind of crazy. Alabama is a 3-loss team and also got their doors blown off by Georgia.
Yeah. See, this is why...
Obviously, the argument is, well, Notre Dame's not in the conference.
That is it.
Well, Alabama's in the SEC, and every single SEC team they played that has absolutely manhandled their cheeks.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely, them not being in the conference is what screws them, and it's like, all right, well, you guys, like, you know this is the problem.
I'm also going to say this, though. JMU does not belong.
Well,
that's a team that we're going to see that's just like, you shouldn't be here.
They won their conference. That's just how it goes now.
Terrible,
I mean, it's 12-team playoff. Like, that's what you're going to get. You get JMU and Tulane.
It's like, these are teams that are like, dude, we all know what's going to happen.
Which I understand to an extent, but, like, why can't, like, I know, I get it, but I also don't. Because, like, when it comes to basketball, everyone fucking roots on St. Mary's Peacocks to just take it down.
People love a Cinderella story.
Yeah, I know, but why don't they like it for football? Why wouldn't a team like Tulane be able to do it? We're talking about a team like in Alabama who lost to fucking SMU, who lost to Louisville at home. Not Alabama. I'm sorry, Miami.
Yeah.
Miami's claiming they need to be in the playoffs. We'll get into a little of that, but like, what SMU probably
Miami
thought they couldn't. Yeah, but sorry. I'm confusing it. Just let me finish this point, and I'll get back to what I was saying, because I didn't want to jump into that necessarily of it yet. But, like, Miami loses to SMU and to Louisville. So it can be done. Those teams can beat a team that's worthy of being in the playoffs, which is why I'm like, why does no one believe in them at all? I understand.
That's another argument, though. It's like, Miami doesn't deserve to be in the playoffs.
Well, I get the argument for Notre Dame not being in. I do understand. It's like, well, it is like, you guys do want to fucking be on your own. You want to be your own fucking thing and not be in a conference. Well, this is what's going to happen to you then. Like, sorry, but not sorry.
But then we're seeing teams that don't belong over teams that would do a lot better.
Well, yeah. And then on the flip side, now, like Miami, I don't think Miami should be in over Notre Dame. And I get, like, the whole head-to-head matchup thing. But, like, my point, I was just saying, like, so Notre Dame lost 2 games. First off, they lost to Miami the first game of the season.
Correct.
Everything happens differently in the first few weeks. Like, it is what it is. But they lose to them, whatever. Then they lost to Texas Tech, or was it A&M?
A&M.
They lost to A&M, a top team in the country. Okay.
And it's not like they were blown out.
No. So it's like their first 2 losses, and they lost to Miami, what, 27-24? They lost on a field goal at the last minute.
It was like, I think, combined like 5 or 4 points.
Yeah.
That was like, they were both like,
by 2 teams that are playoff teams.
Mm-hmm.
Then they blew everyone out the rest of the year. Miami, on the other hand, lost their 2 games. They lost at home to Louisville, and then they lost on the road at SMU. So 2 losses versus 2 losses. Which ones are worse? I would say losing to the 2 teams that have no chance of even sniffing the playoffs, as opposed to 2 teams that are been playoff bound since the beginning of the season. I mean, Miami's kind of bounced around in the rankings, but like,
I mean, we're gonna see what's gonna happen to Miami once they get to like they're gonna get bounced out. Is what's gonna happen.
pretty much.
They're not.
They're competitive, but they're just not on
Carson
that
Beck
level.
sucks. He's garbage. We've seen this. Everyone was, stroking him off the first 2 weeks of the season, and then everyone's like, "Oh wait, this guy does suck."
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, Miami's got to take on Texas A&M.
They're gonna get clapped.
More than likely.
It's not gonna be good. It's not. It's gonna be awful. Actually.
No. Now, I get why Notre Dame's pissed. I get why people, fans of Notre Dame, are pissed. But at the same time, like I said, it's like sorry, not sorry, man. You guys have a chance to join a conference every fucking year. You choose not to, and this is just you're kind of reaping what you sow at this point.
Another thing with college football that really is stupid to me is the Big 12 or the Big 10 being like the Big 20. I think the conference realignment was the worst thing to happen.
Yeah, it's
since,
goofy.
Like, I don't know, 08.
It is really goofy.
It's awful. It sucks. Like there's like teams in Texas that should be SEC because they're more like, or there's teams that are like not in the mountain conference that are in like mountainous areas.
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing here?
It's a lot like football, like the NFL. It's kind of like there's some goofy. You got
dumb.
the AFC North, and then like the Dolphins are in it, like, or AFC East. Sorry, it's like the Dolphins are in it. It's like, well, it's all.
It's the East Coast,
technically, yeah, but it is like goofy. Like they could, I don't know.
Expansion teams too, though. Those are expansion teams as well.
True, but it is goofy as hell that you got like cold weather, like Jets, Patriots, Bills all play in snow, and then Miami has to try and fucking fend for a playoff spot at the end of the year and play in shit weather that they're not used to every single year. So it's like a kind of a.
Well, they also suck. So
they do well, maybe not. They're lurking right now. Things are getting wide open here, but
the AFC is honestly, I don't understand.
It's open.
It's like it's just really kind of crazy.
But yeah, we got. I mean, JMU's taking on Oregon in the first round. Dude, I'm not making like college football predictions by any stretch here, but like I said, I don't understand why no one wants a Cinderella story in football.
Because it's not as likely.
It's definitely not as likely, but it's like, I don't know. Anything, and all someone needs to do is get hurt.
Yeah, I mean that's facts, but it's like they pay a lot of money for these football teams.
Oh yeah, for sure.
A lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
And the schools with a lot of money are a lot better than the schools with not as much money.
1,000%.
And those things show. And this is the playoffs, and this when it starts to show.
Yes.
Where it's like, this is why we have a $90 million head coach and $150 million roster.
You know what I'm calling? I'll make one prediction. I think Tulane beats Ole Miss.
I think Ole Miss is going to... No, they'll advance. They're going to be pissed off. They're going to be angry. They're going to smack the daylights out of Tulane. But then in the next round, they're going to get smacked.
Are they? Or are they going to be too concentrated on all the BS going around with the coach?
The BS is what's fueling them. They're pissed off.
It could be, but why would you want to play for? You really going to go and give your all for a coach that's like, hey, I'm leaving you high and dry, and I'm taking the whole coaching staff with me. So sorry for any of you, juniors and sophomores and shit. They're gonna be coming up on this team that I just brought to
Notre Dame. That's Marcus Freeman. He got thrown in. They're just like, all right, well.
Yeah, but Kiffin's still there.
No, Lane Kiffin. They told him no.
Oh, he's not finishing it out at all.
No, they told him no.
Oh shit. Okay, well. Yeah, then they probably are just trying to stick it to him.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's a tough spot, and I think Tulane and JMU in particular, again, like those underdogs are gonna come in like they know the shit everyone is talking about them. JMU, they're going to get blown out by Oregon. It's just going to happen. But Tulane is actually pretty decent at football. And I don't know. I think the shit with Ole Miss, I think Tulane could absolutely beat Ole Miss.
That's fine.
That would be awesome. Tulane versus Georgia.
I would bet my house that Ole Miss. Then that's another thing. Then that's just going to be like a game no one wants to watch. It's going to be like the ratings are going to be an all-time low. Tulane is not holding Georgia's jockstrap.
I don't know. What about TCU a few years ago? Everyone was fucking high on them when they were running through the playoffs. Like TCU got hot and they ended up going all the way to the Natty. Now, granted, they got blown out, but like
It's just you eventually see teams that don't belong, and it's like
100%.
This is so boring.
Yeah,
This is awful.
they're gonna get matched up against someone that eventually is just 5 times the size of them and dominates the shit out of them from start to finish. But
That'd be like JMU, Ohio State.
be so funny.
That's the natty everyone wants.
It'd be so funny.
It would just be like, this is boring as shit. I'm not watching this.
Yeah, but I mean, Oregon, JMU, and then Bama and Oklahoma. That should be a really good game.
That's gonna be very good because Bama's gonna want to get their get back, and I don't know that Oklahoma is gonna allow that.
Yeah, and the winner of that game is who takes on IU, who, sadly enough, I am not a fan of the 3 weeks that they're gonna have off until they have to play. That is
awful.
I don't like that at
Yeah.
all. I get like
the Rose Bowl on New Year's.
Yeah.
It's gonna suck. It's gonna be off. That's why Signetti said after the game, he's like, I have 3 weeks to humble this team.
and keep them hungry.
Yeah.
Because, like, yeah, exactly. You guys, like, that's... God,
They
it's
can't
nice
let it
because you
get
get
to
to
their
rest, but, like, at the same time, it's not
can't,
good.
it can't get to their head of the fact of, hey, we just won the Big Ten championship.
It's over.
It's like, this isn't what we're working for.
Yeah.
This is not what we're working for at all.
Man, that game's gonna be absolutely nuts because they're not getting an easy pass in the first game that they're gonna play. Like either whether it's Bama or Oklahoma, they're not.
I would rather face Bama than Oklahoma. I think Oklahoma is at this time the better team.
Yeah, I would argue. I would say the same. I would rather. But then again, if Bama beats Oklahoma, they're gonna be feeling themselves pretty good.
They might,
especially after getting dog walked by Georgia.
That was bad. That was really bad.
It was the first thing I was thinking about when we were talking last episode about it. And you're like, dude, Bama's winning this game. I could just feel it.
I said that.
Oh, you did. You called Bama to win it.
I'm going to actually check the tape.
We could review the tape. But you said Bama was going to win it. You flipped me because I was like, nah, Georgia. I'm like, Georgia's way fucking better than Alabama is. And you're like, you know what? I just think Alabama wins this one. And I'm like, you know what? I think I could see it too.
Maybe. Whatever. I mean, not that big of a deal. I really don't care. But
then, yeah, Tulane and Ole Miss. That one, like I said, I already called that one. And then, Miami and A&M. We'll see how that goes. Winner of that one takes on Ohio State. I'd like to see Ohio State play A&M.
I think that would be a great game. I honestly could see.
I could see Ohio State moving on. It's just so hard to fucking.
Yeah.
They're very good. We actually potentially have the chance for an Ohio State Indiana national championship, and I'm not gonna lie, I do not want to see that.
No.
We got through them once. I do not want to play them again.
Ohio State knows how to. They've been to the Natty multiple times. I don't know that it goes as well as it did this time around.
I mean, either or, we're not facing a good. It's Georgia or Ohio State. That's the two options to play in the Natty.
I would 110% rather play Georgia.
I don't think so. I think
Ohio State, the best defense in the country, the number 2 offense in the country, in the national championship, trying to repeat.
I think it's, again, like I was mentioning before about like it gets played in Atlanta. So whether it's an actual home game at their field or not, it's in Georgia.
Yeah.
You talk about like home field advantage is what it is in college sports for a reason. Like that's basically a fucking home game for Georgia, especially as many times they've been there.
Stadium.
I literally just looked it up today.
I just looked it up.
We looked it up 2 episodes ago too, and I brought it up.
No, that was the SEC championship. That was the Bama Georgia game. That was in Georgia. We were wrong.
2025, right? Wouldn't it be 2025
no, it'd
still?
Be 2026.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay. All right, so it's in Florida.
Hey,
either way,
close enough.
Close enough. Damn near exactly.
And those SEC fans are very rich. The South, a lot of money.
Yeah. I don't know. Anywhere down south, I just do not feel comfortable playing. I just don't.
I mean, it's not a good situation either way.
No, I guess I would rather take on Ohio State just for that sake. I just at the home advantage with that. The crowd is just. That's I think what benefited us in playing in Indy is just slightly having it like it's in Indiana. It means that much more. There's that much more like IU fans in the area right outside of Bloomington as opposed to. you know, A&M even trying to go and beat Ohio State is going to be like, oof.
I think, yeah, I don't know. We're gonna find out. It's gonna be interesting.
It is going to be interesting. I'm excited for it, dude. I'm excited as hell.
The going to the bad now though. Unfortunately,
Yeah.
we got one of our wishes. I would much rather have had the other. Than I would rather have it reversed. But there are still good things to take from this. A lot of Bears fans are once again feeling like the sky is falling.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't feel like I've seen anything about that at all.
I do. I
feel like a lot of people have actually been like pretty level-headed about this. It's like what I've been thinking.
I want to get on your side of it then because I'm tired of seeing the negativity, the L takes.
The worst
really
take
bad.
that I keep hearing that is driving me absolutely nuts because it's gotten so much traction and it's clear that whoever posted it and whoever's agreeing with it doesn't know shit. DJ Moore was not open on the last play.
Yeah, so because I was guilty of it when it happened. I was like, "Whoa, DJ Moore was wide open."
Because it's like it happened so fast, and then you see where he's ended up.
Yeah, if you watch it back, DJ Moore was not open.
There's literally someone in a direct straight line in front of DJ
Yeah.
Moore and Caleb, let alone someone 6 feet to the
Now
left.
with that play, Caleb did throw the ball late.
He threw it too late, and he threw it too low.
Yeah, if he would have thrown it earlier, it was the same play that
It worked.
happened in Philly.
The play worked. It worked out perfect. Komet was
Yeah.
open. It was just, too late, too low.
And these things happen. Another narrative that is really, really bad. So people keep like screenshotting at the end of the game when they show Caleb looking at the Jumbotron. They're like, he's smiling. He's smiling.
Yeah, like when he was like laughing. Yeah.
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 I don't think he was. I don't know if he was necessarily laughing. I like looking at it. I don't know if it was like an actual laugh or just like a, like when you like mess up, you're like, fuck. It's like, damn.
Yeah, it's just like pure frustration. Like,
Yeah.
what else am I gonna do? Like, it's just like,
People are like, he
laughable
just thinks
moment.
it's a joke. That's what I'm saying. It's like people are like, he just thinks it's a joke. He's so unserious. He's not a leader. This guy's just not it. I'm like, Jesus Christ. I'm like, people, we are 9-4 right now. The sky is not falling. We are exceeding expectations. I mean, at least for you and I. I mean, I was saying like 7 to 8 wins, or whatever. Like basically around like that, I would have been happy with.
Mhm.
Granted, it sucks, but I do want to say one thing, actually two things about the Packers, what I think is awesome. Micah Parsons is a cornball. First, he says, "I just told him you're not going to run around on me like that." After the game, he says that he's getting interviewed on the field and says, "It's really annoying to play a guy like that. It's not fun for a rusher because I can't get to him."
Yeah.
He's like, "I'll get him. I'll get him."
Yeah.
I'm like, okay. And then in the post game, like when he's in the locker room, I don't remember the exact quote, but he was basically like, yeah, he's like, I'm just, not impressed, basically is what he says. And I'm like, please
Pick a side, dude.
pick a point and stick with it.
Yeah.
You're doing too much because you really didn't do much other than the pressures, which is
Big factor for sure.
big factor. It also doesn't help when our offensive line looked like absolute asshole the first half of the game. That was atrocious.
Our offense looked like asshole the first half.
The whole
of the game.
team did, honestly.
Both
sides of the ball looked awful.
Besides the pick,
Yeah,
I mean, picking him off right away was like, holy shit, here we go. Like,
but that's
this is about to be a
our
game.
secondary. Our secondary is literally turnstiles until they get a turnover.
Yeah. That's another play that I wanted to say, which sounds so crazy to say this, but on the Bo Melton touchdown, Tom Brady is talking about, he mentioned it multiple times, and that's kind of why I kept getting under my skin, is he's like, Jalen Johnson's got to drop back here in coverage. I'm like, Jalen Johnson picked up Jaden Reed. Like, if he drops back, Jaden Reed's got the entire right half of the field to himself and takes it to the house. Jaquan Brisker is to blame on that touchdown because what happened is he looked at Bo Melton and said, who? And then played soft as fuck because he did not respect Bo Melton out there running a route. That's all that happened, plain and simple, and you could fucking tell that's what happened, which is why he slammed his helmet on the sideline after he got to the bench because it's like he knew. He played 5 yards off of the guy and then just lets him – it's like –
Did you see the field conditions too?
Yeah, I mean, they were a little rough.
Yeah. It came out that it's like
7 degrees, grass gets torn up. I mean, it's
Well,
just chunky.
It was told. I was reading. I don't know how true it is, but Packers obviously have longer cleats. They came into the game with that. The Bears did not come into the game with that. Whatever. It is what it is.
Yeah.
Not really a factor. Just thought it was interesting. But the second thing I want to talk about the Packers. Packers fans are so hyped right now. You know, how they were saying before this game, this is the Bears Super Bowl. This is their Super Bowl. Packers fans are reacting this way, and I'm convinced. Because they are actually, like, scared. They were
scared.
110% scared.
1,000%.
Watching that game because they were like, holy shit, we might actually lose.
Yeah.
Like, we're probably going to lose. We've seen them do it over and over again this season where they come in at the end of the game, he drives them down the field, and they win. And then, now they're relieved because everyone does it. We've all been guilty of it. Like, we do something, we're like, oh, shit. And then when it works out, it's like,
I knew I was right.
I knew it all along. I knew it all along. Packers fans are scared of the Chicago Bears right now, and I will die on that hill. They are actually, because they know the fact that it's like a competitive team out there now. It's not an easy win 2 times a year. It's not that anymore. And they're all I can say, they're scared. That's why they're acting this way. That's why they're acting so tough, and they're bragging so much, and they keep talking about it, and they keep saying, there's this fat slob on ESPN Milwaukee that is like, you could just tell Caleb Williams is not developing. He's like, Ben Johnson even said it in a quote, and it's like,
okay,
they are like literally grabbing at air. They're like, the best thing for the Packers is to keep Caleb Williams around. It's like, okay, this is actually atrocious.
Yeah, I mean, see how
really
that pans
bad.
out for you guys. We'll see. Yeah, I think legit 100%. I think they're scared.
They're 110% scared, dude.
I think they also, as a team, like as fans, need to pick a side. It's the same shit because going into this game, it's like the fucking Bears. Look who they've beat. Look at their schedule. They haven't played in under 500 teams and blah blah blah. And they're talking all this shit on them like they suck. And then they beat them. And they're like, yeah, that's right. We beat the fucking leaders of the NFC North. We beat the Bears. They're the 9-3 Bears, and we just took them down. It's like, well, make up your mind. Are they dog shit or are they good? Are you happy about this win, or are you just like, no, we knew we were gonna win. We should have won. Like, pick a fucking side. If you hate the Bears and you think they suck, then stick to it and just believe that. But you guys were not acting like that, Yeah. Beforehand, it's like, oh, they're so terrible.
Saying, dude. It's like to all the Packers fans out there, I'm truly embarrassed for you guys. I feel bad. It's actually sad. I know how it feels, though. I know how it feels. It sucks, but it's all right. It's okay.
And they got a good ass team too. Like they have
arguably the best defense in the league.
Oof. Definitely, not arguably. I think Texans are holding that one down for sure right now.
I mean, that's why it's arguably making an argument for it.
Texans and Broncos, that's the two. But the fucking Packers have I'd say top 5 defense without a doubt. Like, absolutely top 5, which is incredible for them because that never happens for Green Bay.
It's just, I don't know. You guys' quarterback still is not great. Busted coverages, take advantage. Absolutely should.
Yeah, I mean, he had a good game. It wasn't terrible. I mean, fucking Christian Watson's a beast, too. That was another thing kind of irked me, where they said, like, during the game, they're like, this might be his best season of his career. Christian Watson, blah, blah, blah. And they're, like, sucking the skin off him. I'm like...
Well, it's the only one he's played, like, the entire time.
Well, but I'm like, no, he's been out a lot of this year. I'm like, he's only been back for, like, 3 games. This is his 3rd game back this year. I'm like... Best season of his career. I'm like, his first 2 years he was better than this. Like, he was phenomenal. Like, he's really good. He just can't stay healthy. But like, Christian Watson's a beast, and he was a beast a few years ago. I'm like, best season of his career. He's played like 4 games all fucking year, dude. He hasn't been healthy.
There's not a lot to like. The sky is not falling. I mean, that's what I want to say. People need to relax. One organization that the sky is falling though, and you guys should be in full panic mode, is the Indianapolis Colts.
Dude, it is absolutely tragic.
Like, honestly, just punt your season away at this point.
That's what's like that. They are.
Well, actually, no. I'm going to take that back because I said the complete opposite this morning talking to one of my coworkers. I'm like, you guys almost can't punt. What's the point? You guys don't have a draft pick. You guys traded your first round draft picks for Sauce Gardner, who is doing what? He's sitting at home right now because he got injured.
I mean,
people wanted to say. I mean, granted, you can't, like predict injury, but, and I'm not trying to be a hater, but it's gonna sound like it, but they were so hyped. They're saying, Carly Ursay, she's so great, she's so good. Well, unfortunately, she traded all your draft capital for Sauce Gardner.
Yeah, but also too, like,
when the trade happened, he's not worth 2 first-round picks.
But what is their other option at this point? Because they kind of had to go all in this year. Look at their last few seasons and look at this year. They started off with 8-1.
But even with Daniel Jones, dude, the problem is if you eliminate one thing in that offense and force Daniel Jones to do all the work, you have a really good chance of beating them.
I mean, yeah, but like they had to go all in. They had to, because after the season he was having, they don't have a quarterback next year. He's on a 1-year thing, so like they
want to re-sign him. Apparently, is with a rumor,
which would make sense. He's played great for them, and there's no reason for them not to want to re-sign him. But like, that's what I mean. They kind of know the inevitable was coming, where it's like we're gonna end up having to pay Daniel Jones $50 million next year. We just paid Jonathan Taylor within the last year or two. Like,
and that's the problem I'm getting at. If you shut down Jonathan Taylor, even with Daniel Jones, that offense was kind of bleak.
Yeah, I mean, they've been struggling, but he's also been playing with fucking the fractured fibula. Which, go figure, like, it's just so... The chain of events for the Colts in the last, like, 4 weeks have just been abysmal.
And
it's
I didn't
as
know
bad
that
as it gets.
Anthony Richardson is
he's still on IR.
He's still out from the eye?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
They don't have... I'm trying to think
Riley Leonard is
he's
day-to-day.
Hurt. Yeah, he's questionable right now.
Well, now they got Phillip Rivers on the practice squad.
Yeah, they're 44-year-old Phillip Rivers. He's
a grandfather. He's literally a grandfather.
This isn't going to be good.
This is going to be awful. Dude, Phillip Rivers should have never done that. I mean, this is for the sake of him. Like, he's just like, it's not good. And he's just pushing off the fact, like, his time to getting in the Hall of Fame.
He hasn't played since 2020.
Was it 2020 or 21? Either way.
2020 was the COVID season, was his last year.
That's
so it's
insane,
like,
dude.
4 years of missing ball. You're 44. He's not mobile.
No, he's a statue. He's going to get killed.
Like, their O-line's good. But, dude, he's just... how do you get this point in the season?
And Charvarius Ward, that's another thing.
Yeah, him too.
He's probably retiring now. Because it's 2 bad concussions in 1 year. Like, really bad.
Yeah.
So, he's probably hanging it up.
I mean, they have gotten stiffed so hard with the season. I mean,
they made so many moves that a lot of people were hyped about. I kind of feel bad.
No, I do. I absolutely do. I know. Yeah, it's funny. Like, I know, especially you, because that guy, your boss at work, being a Colts fan. It's fun to be a hater, but
talk so much smoke, and I'm like, dude, you guys made nothing but like all the moves you made that you're hyped about.
They weren't bonehead moves until now because everyone's hurt. Because they really weren't bad moves. Like at this,
it's honestly pissing me off because Jonathan Taylor can't produce, and like he was in MVP talks at one point.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with their run game recently.
Now they just can't get it going, and my fantasy season is tanking.
Yeah, that is a bummer. I mean, I will say I'm trying to pull up their schedule real quick.
It also doesn't help that Sam Laporta is also on IR because I have no tight end. I have freaking K-Dot.
He's also questionable going into Thursday night's game.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, the Jags, once again, they cannot beat the Jacksonville Jaguars down in Jacksonville. They just cannot do it. I think McAfee said it on his show. It's been like 9 years since they've won in Jacksonville.
Really brutal.
But, yeah, I mean, it's tragic. It's absolutely tragic. A torn Achilles. I mean, Jesus Christ, dude. Does it get any worse? Does it get any worse for that team than losing him at the... It's bad enough finding out his shit was fractured and be like, oh, okay, so it kind of explains why he's been playing the way he has, and like, he'll get through this, we'll tough it, and then no. Now it's just call it quits for the season, basically, because he ain't coming back from this one. And speaking of terrible injuries, because this game really, there ain't much to talk about, but Zach Ertz, did you see the
I saw
hit?
it was disgusting.
Oh my God, torn ACL, he's done. That's just brutal. The Vikings absolutely put the screws.
Dude, 9 is him. Is 9 him?
31-0.
Dude, is 9 him?
31-0.
He might be. He might be him.
He might be. I mean, he only threw for like 163 yards, but 3 touchdowns, no picks.
Dude.
He did what he needed to do.
How'd Justin Jefferson do?
Not very good, I believe. want to say 2 catches for 11 yards on 4 targets.
Yeah, Jay Jettas, I think, is going to start throwing fits soon.
He did come out and say that he'd rather win than like have a bunch of catches and lose. So that's a fair point from him at least. But yeah, I don't know how much I believe that.
It's like Myles Garrett saying I'd trade all the sacks for the dub.
Yeah, it's like, no, you wouldn't. Because that one more win would not mean shit for you guys.
Yeah.
Because you ain't getting that many
well,
more.
They might, dude. Shedeur is looking like him.
Bro, Shedeur Sanders is not playing bad ball.
I honestly, this Sunday, I would much rather be seeing Dylan Gabriel than Shedeur Sanders. I'm just going to say that right now.
Yeah, I'm definitely not worried about it, but
I respect the game. I'm respecting
respectful.
I'm putting respect towards it. I'm not going to be like, easy win.
More respect than his coach has for him because he doesn't
Kevin
even put him out
Stefanski-
there on the last play of the game that literally has
Holy
the
crap.
game on the line, and he gives the ball
Holy
to
crap,
the rookie
dude.
running back to throw it. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Shedeur just threw for 300, was it?
Almost-
364 yards, 3 touchdowns.
Kevin Stefanski is Shedeur's biggest op. No one hate watches harder than Kevin Stefanski.
Yeah, it almost kind of seems that way. Like, legitimately now, like, the more that this has gone on and that he's playing, like, going into the year, everyone wanted to say that. Like, that's why they're not starting him. They're like, he hates him. He hates him. I'm like,
I think they were right, dude.
yeah, it's like the team picked him where they picked him, whatever. I can make the reasons about it. And then it's like they started Dylan Gabriel. It's like, all right, well, they picked him higher than Shedeur. Of course, they're going to try Dylan Gabriel. And they know their season's cooked anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Both guys are going to start at some point. But then Shedeur comes out, plays fairly well so far, and there's not like any
progressively
hype.
better.
Yeah, there's not any hype. It does not help that his first game that they won against the Raiders, that he played well, was the game that Myles Garrett got 5 sacks. So that kind of screwed him over because, you know, that locker room afterwards that Kevin Stefanski gave out a game ball, and it, of course, goes to Myles Garrett because 5 sacks is absurd. A lot of people are like, he couldn't even get Shedeur's first start in the NFL. It's like, I know, but that's a really tough position to be in when a guy gets 5 fucking sacks.
You can give out multiple game balls.
You can. I definitely was like, we give out multiple.
Yeah.
But like that, the combination of things adding up, it is starting to be like, man,
Every
Stefanski
week there's just like
him.
something that is like Stefanski's doing that is just like.
And he avoids answering any questions. Like when they start pressing him, like people have been like pressing him about it, and he just gets like.
This was like the worst look though.
Yeah,
it's
this
like,
one's bad.
He balls out insane. All you need is a 2-point conversion. You win this game. He's been balling all game. And then it's like, I'm going to take him out. I'm going to run this garbage-ass Wildcat trick play. Horrible.
Also with the
horrendous.
guy who is athletic enough to run it himself.
I'm like, I'm not saying. Honestly, I kind of am. It's like, personally, as a GM, I'm questioning his coaching ability. I'm like, I'm not going to sit there and just immediately hit the button and be like, you're fired. But I'm definitely going to sit down and be like, what the hell is going on? What are you thinking?
I think at this point they should fire him. I really don't. He hasn't warranted anything to me, in my opinion, to keep his job. I mean, what did he do with Baker Mayfield? They pushed him to the side and treated him like shit and kicked him out of town and ran his ass out of there.
I just don't think he likes swagger.
Yeah, like
anti-swag.
That's what I mean. Like, what is his like? What is he looking for in a quarterback? You've had Baker Mayfield, and now you got another guy who's showing he could be potentially another Baker Mayfield, and it's like disinterested.
I think he just I think he's got to go.
But is Cam Ward the answer? Is he the truth?
No,
he went 14 to 28 for 117 yards.
Yeah.
It was the run game. Dude, the Browns defense at home, historically good. And then Tony Pollard runs for 161 yards and 2 touchdowns on him. Like, what are we talking about?
What I do want to say about that game, though, is was it impressive? Yes. But why are we highlighting, like, everyone was, like, glazing Cam Ward. That's, like, the only highlight they had for him shaking off that sack. It was cool. Like, it was great. It was awesome. Super athletic. Obviously, strong play by him.
Yeah.
But I'm like, okay, I'm like literally scrolling. I'm like, it's all I see.
I guess you got to throw him a bone. The guy was the first overall pick, and he did get put in the absolute worst case scenario, and that team has been a dumpster fire. Like, it's not all on him that he's playing like ass. So it's like, I think they're probably just like, throw him a bone, like kind of be like,
that's fair.
This guy is still representing the NFL as the number 1 overall pick, so gotta have some kind of like, hey, check it out, he got out of getting sacked once. But, yeah, we knew that game was a trap game, too. Remember, Titans were only 4.5-point underdogs in that one?
Yeah.
That was one of my only losses on the day. I actually did really well this weekend. I think I went, what was the only 2 games that I lost was the Browns game and the Jets. And I think every other game I had right except for 2 pushes. So I had 2 pushes and 2 losses.
So I don't have much to say about this, but the Seahawks blow out the Ravens. The Falcons.
What the?
Pick the animal.
Fucking Kyle brain over there.
Yeah, so the Seahawks blow them out. I don't really have much to say about that. I didn't watch anything. I just saw the score and
that game started off like shit. It was 6-6 at halftime. And then the Seahawks just absolutely turned it up and torched them. JSN, 7 catches, 92 yards, 2 touchdowns. Rashid Shaheed had a kickoff return for a touchdown to open the second half. They just basically stomped the Falcons. The Falcons fucking stink. Kirk Cousins sucks. 15-30, 162 yards, no touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Good luck.
Steelers, Ravens.
Bro. Ravens are cooked. I'm telling you, Lamar Jackson sucks right now.
Everyone's saying he's injured.
I've been saying it. I'm like, dude, he is not fully healthy. There's no way he is fully healthy. 19-35, 219, 1 touchdown, 1 pick. He's just not throwing like he normally does. He's not running like he normally does. He got his first rushing touchdown this week since week 1.
That's crazy.
That is crazy.
I mean, he's definitely injured. There's no way he's not.
No.
They definitely rushed him back to try to save their season.
Which is crazy because how did they rush him back? He sat it for 5 weeks. He sat out.
What was the injury?
He missed 4 games and had a bye.
Was it a hamstring?
Yeah, it was a hamstring.
For his game, that's a problem.
It is a problem. Very similar to like rushing a corner or a safety or someone back with a hamstring or a groin injury. Very similar. Like these guys are running up and down the field. This is what they're doing. That's Lamar Jackson's game. I mean,
yeah.
And he has not looked the same since the beginning of the season.
Neither have the Dolphins.
No, they haven't. Aaron Rodgers had a good game though. Hey, 284 yards and a touchdown and a rushing touchdown. That was pretty cool.
Heck yeah.
DK Metcalf did finally get to go off for once, 7 catches for 148.
It's
about fucking time.
Yeah, seriously, we've been waiting.
It's about time.
We have been waiting.
And then the game you just mentioned, Dolphins are lurking currently in the playoffs. They are now 6-7 after defeating the Jets 34-10. So Tua managed to keep one curse going for the Jets and break the other curse that he can't win in under 40-degree weather because they win 34-10, and he still remains undefeated against the Jets in his career.
There we go.
I didn't even look at like stats or anything for that game. Not impressive. Okay. Who the fuck? Jalen Wright was their leading rusher, 107 yards. Achane rushed for 92. Jeez Louise.
Had the run game going. Love that trenches. Saints beat the Bucks.
Bruh.
Is Tyler Shook the answer, dude?
I'm telling you, I said it going into this game. I'm like, it's a dangerous one. It's dangerous.
Is he him?
Playing with fire, dude. I don't know what the hell's happening down there. Todd Bowles is doing his best to dismantle what the Bucks had put together at the beginning of the year. Baker Mayfield, 14-30, 122, 1 touchdown, 1 pick. He's not playing good. Like shit. Run game ain't getting going.
It's almost like that shoulder, even if it's your non-throwing shoulder, is still a factor.
Yeah, I mean, injuries kind of have plagued them too. Godwin is questionable again going into this week, so he's not fully healthy yet. He's got to hang up the cleats, dude. Yeah, he is not fully healthy. They've lost Mike Evans. Ibuka got hurt for a while. Then fucking Baker's hurt. Bucky Irving was out with whatever drug problem or whatever the hell he had going on that nobody knew that came out of nowhere. Tristan Wirfs has been hurt. Like, they have so many injuries on that team, and it is falling apart in front of their face, and it's tragic to see. The Carolina Panthers actually might win that division.
I think they will.
Like, actually, I'm almost willing to say that. Yeah, I think they're going to.
I definitely think they will.
Because I mean, they're gonna fucking win it, and that's absurd. That's absurd that the Panthers are going to win that division.
Legit, dude. They're legit.
They are. I mean, yeah, that division. Who is trash.
Still? You know another thing that's. I know you hate them. You hate this team, but this team is a factor no matter what. As long as Joey B's taking snaps. Jesus Christ.
They're a non-factor. They score 34 points and fucking lose because their defense is doing the same shit
saying,
that they've been doing.
We get it. I get it. If you can get
a rotten shame.
Trey Hendrickson, he's undergoing surgery.
I was about to say,
good.
yeah.
He's done. He's gonna get $2 next year on a contract.
Yep.
At least he got $14.5 million this year. But yeah, this game from the start though, like this game started off. I'm like, snow. It's snowing. I'm like, this is ball weather. This is fire. This is sweet. I'm like, dude, this is insane. Joey B is dicing him up. T. Higgins. Now he's back in concussion protocol, unfortunately.
I don't know how he was able to come back into the game after the first time. He slammed his head 2 times in that game.
You might just want to sideline him for the rest of the year.
That first one was brutal.
Because Joey B and Jamar Chase still got that thing going. They're still that duo. Yes, they lose. Their defense sucks. But it was still exciting to watch them perform the way they did. It was fun. It was good. It was entertaining. I liked it a lot. I thought it was awesome.
That game was fucking crazy.
That game was good.
The fact that the Bills ended up winning just...
James Cook fumbled, what, 2 times?
Fucking killed me. So here, I'll just throw this out there. The guy I played in fantasy this week, he was on a 9-game losing streak. Guess who just lost to him by 0.7 points?
This is crazy.
I lost by 0.7 points. I was 8-2, and I just finished the season 9-5.
That's awful.
Like...
That's brutal.
And yeah, James Cook, 2 fumbles on the goal line. The first one where I jumped out of bed and was screaming because I was so fucking happy. Also, I'll talk about another thing, but gets like a 30-yard run, jumps, dives for the end zone, ball gets punched out right before he goes in, gets called back on a holding, and then they review it and realize that the ball was out before the goal line, so it was a turnover. And then the next one, yeah, he gets on the goal line again, they hand it to him, fumbles it on the goal line. So fuck me for my fantasy purposes. Also, fuck me for my betting purposes. I had a 4-leg parlay, $25 to win $650. Last leg I needed was a James Cook touchdown. So
R.I.P.
Yeah, rip to me. Go fucking figure. I mean, a defense that can't stop a nosebleed and James Cook can't get in the fucking end zone one time. Unbelievable.
You know what's a good thing about gambling though?
You know who did get in the end zone though? Josh Allen. Of course. Selfish teammate.
Design runs, dude. Plays.
I mean, he's ridiculous. That 40-yard touchdown run.
Dude, that was insane.
It was the longest of his career, which I thought was hard to believe.
That is hard to believe considering that he is...
I feel like I've seen him hit like 42 or 45-yarder, but...
We're going to get to the guy who I used to call a selfish teammate all the time.
Yeah,
but I think he's pretty friendly. To defenses as well.
Yes.
We'll get to that.
Yes, we will.
We'll also get to the fact that Pete Carroll needs to be investigated. The Raiders need to be investigated.
You know who needs to be investigated is Dave Portnoy.
Why?
Did you not see his video he posted?
No.
Oh, boy. Oh, it's interesting. It sure is interesting. It's mighty interesting how someone makes a comment about Jews to him, and he lights the world on fire and talks about anti-Semitism and all this shit, and like... trying to basically end the kid's life and whatnot. Meanwhile, he posts a video because he lost a bet to that game because he had the Broncos on the spread and is literally said to murder Pete Carroll. He said Pete Carroll needs to be murdered. But that's okay, Dave. You can say that. Freedom of speech only works when it benefits you, or you get to say what you want, right? You fucking prick. That pissed me off. And yeah,
I mean,
it's questionable.
There's ways to go around that. You probably don't exactly say that. He maybe could have just said, leave out the whole murder part. But I probably would. I don't disagree in the fact of like, what's going on here? That's super sus.
It was super sus, but I also, in a sense, understand. Like, this is weird. This is weird because it's like whether you believe the NFL's rigged or not. Like, it's good. If you believe it's rigged, you're gonna think that was because it was rigged, and if you don't think it was rigged. It's because technically what they would have been trying to do, they were down by 10. They're not thinking about the spread. They're down by 10. There's 5 seconds on the clock. We need a field goal at some point. Our best chance is probably field goal, recover onside kick, maybe.
A field goal takes about,
Hail Mary. I know.
Takes about 5 seconds.
It does, and I think it was kind of just like we have to hope that there's somehow 1 second left and we can get a kickoff, get that, then throw it on, like throw a Hail Mary.
I don't believe it. I don't believe that in the slightest, just because of the fact we've seen all the stuff coming out about the NBA,
I know.
MLB.
But then that's why I'm like, would it be that? Could they really make it that obvious? If with all that shit on the table out there,
It would be
that's
so
happened.
obvious that people would be like, nah, that's too obvious.
Maybe. I mean, so now we could it's so easy to overthink, and I do agree. It is super, super fucking fishy. And yeah, his video was just him freaking out. He's like, investigate Pete Carroll, investigate the Raiders, and
That
blah,
guy's a
blah, blah.
clown, dude.
Go figure, too. It's in Las Vegas. I mean, what do you know?
All I'm saying is, dude, the guy's a clown. If you want to find a real good sports media company, come over to the Kind Edger podcast.
Yeah, I definitely would say I would have to agree with that. I would second that. But I was happy about it because I was on the Raiders plus 7.5. So you know what? Eat shit. There's always someone on the other side. I would have been crying if it was rigged because I would have been like, why didn't they kick at least a field goal? They were in field goal range. Why would they just give up? Like,
Well, because that's the more logical situation. More like that makes more sense.
it does. Also, too, you have to realize that, like, not you. I'm saying you as, like, people as a whole, like, just as a word. But,
The general population.
yeah, people need to realize, like, as stupid as it sounds, like, the Raiders, obviously, they have nothing to play for. They weren't going to win that game.
They're just doing an extreme disservice to the end, like to fans though.
It's like
Playing every Sunday.
yeah, kind of, especially their own fans, even though they really don't have that many. But
Well, not in Vegas.
just tourists, yeah. But those points count for something. Like they do count towards. And if you know you're out of it, if you could just fuck up the other team's stats even, and just get some kind of proof, like oh we scored this many points or this many points, like it's just. It's dumb, but it does all kind of matter, especially when those guys are, like, they're getting paid. Be it people in the front office, everyone making decisions. So, like, you got to have everything you can to show for what you're doing.
The Rams are showing that they might be the best team in the NFC.
Yeah, they're all the way back.
Yeah, 110%.
They absolutely, they put the screws to the Cardinals as well.
Yep.
Matt Stafford's 22-31. 281 yards, 3 touchdowns. Puka Nacua, 7 catches, 167, 2 touchdowns, and a horrible idea of live streaming in the locker room after the game. And his teammates are telling him to stop, and he's like, I'm not live streaming.
Idiot.
I've seen people, like, defending it.
So, there's no defending that. Absolute lame brain, stupid, idiot, moron behavior. The reason why he's doing that, too, is because he's been hanging out with streamers lately. So
I was wondering
streaming is the new wave, dude. You know, you can make a lot of money doing that. So obviously, he's gonna try.
He knows he can make a lot of money doing what he's doing right now, right? I mean,
yeah, but you can make even more.
It's just, honestly, it's a really, really terrible look.
Stupid. It's immature, bad, and honestly, like, bench him for a quarter. I'm sorry, but you need to he needs to learn his lesson.
I 1,000% agree. I'm not even I'm not joking. I know it seems maybe to some people who are younger don't find it that big of a deal, but like there's a reason guys don't want recordings going in the locker room. Guys are changing, guys are showering. Whether you won or lost, the shit that's being said in there can be heard in the background. And then specifically, if your teammate literally says, bruh, stop recording. You're not supposed to be recording in here, and you're going to just lie. Be like, I'm not. Like,
that's also I'm not saying that Puka Nacua is an immature, big ego. But it kind of comes off that way slightly. It's
I could do what I want because I'm leading the team and fucking, the season I'm having. I could see that.
Dude, no. This is where McVay needs to come in and be like.
Oh, I think he will.
Drop the hammer on him.
I definitely think you're going to see him miss. He might miss the first drive of the game or something. Some kind of. There will
depending on how the game's going, it'll either be a drive or a quarter. Depending on how it's going, it's
1,000%.
All right, dickhead, get in there.
Yeah, 1,000%. But for sure, yeah. I mean, it's just so disrespectful to the organization and to the team itself and your teammates. I mean, that's a crazy fucking.
No,
move.
I hated that.
Shocked as hell by that.
Absolutely hated that. Were you shocked at the fact that the Texans might be all the way back?
No, I'm not. I was also on them plus 3.5. That was one of my big wins, and I did think they could absolutely win that game.
The Chiefs are one loss away from being dead.
Yeah, well,
depending on if 3 other teams need to win Sunday and the Chiefs need to lose.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of.
I know the Bills were one of them.
Oh, so what helps their case is the Colts. The Colts are now officially out of the playoffs. Depending on that quarterback situation, they are not going to end up making the playoffs. Like probably 95% chance they don't make the playoffs. So that frees up a spot right there. So then they're only 2 back. It's either them or the Ravens. Texans are sitting in there looking pretty comfortable right now with that defense. Chargers and Bills probably not going to blow a wild card spot in all honesty. But yeah, I mean, they really got to play their best ball for the rest of the year, and that does not look like it's going to happen, especially after, do you see best NFL memes posed of all time? When Rashee Rice got absolutely cracked.
Yeah, when he said that, he's phenomenal. How it feels?
Now you know how it feels to get hit at high speed and have the person run away.
Yeah.
Like, oh.
I like how there was this one guy too that was like getting absolutely dragged on X because he was like, "Oh, see, people want to say the Chiefs get the calls, but this was obvious, helmet to helmet." It was not.
No.
It was not.
Yeah. He tried to frame it, because he took it from the other side, the backside view.
Yes.
And it's like, no, it was not helmet to helmet. It wasn't even close. Like, you guys.
He got lit up.
He did, and he was scared too, because then that second time around, he had a wide open pass to him, and he didn't even go for it, because it's like,
I'm not doing that again.
that's this Texans defense, dude. They put the fear of God in you. They got some fucking hitters out there.
Dude, it's like
they're scary.
It's like, I mean, that's how you play the game, dude. You hit them in the mouth hard enough to where they're gonna hesitate.
Yeah,
that's how you win.
Quarterback slides, dive at his head.
Oh jeez.
Guy didn't do anything to you on the sideline. Punch him in the face. Why not?
I think that's valid. Seems reasonable.
I mean, but it is that whole team, like that whole defense is just unbelievable.
They're
and at this
legit,
point,
dude.
it looks like if that defense is going to keep them in every single game. CJ Stroud isn't playing.
They've been playing. Their offense honestly looks pretty solid. Like Nico Collins and CJ Stroud are like playing. Woody Marks, dude.
Woody Marks, Jaden Higgins. They got 2 rookies that are performing at
Jaden Higgins, dude. Yeah, he's actually like legit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're
solid.
They're finding their stride right now, which is good. CJ Stroud, I mean, 15 of 31, 203 yards, 1 touchdown. And he's not really. He hasn't found his stride yet. He's still definitely.
But it doesn't look like awful.
No, by any means. It's kind of worrisome when you think that they're actually just now starting to play their best ball this late in the season. Like, oh shit, this is what we didn't want.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah, that fucking defense is ridiculous.
Not as interesting as the Eagles being absolute poop. Jalen Hurts in specific, looking like poop.
Yeah, in his defense, 2 of those picks were not his fault, but the other 2 were, and the fumble was, and he had the largest fantasy point deficit on one single play ever. Yeah. He got -4 points on 1 play for throwing an interception. That was a crazy play. That game was crazy. There were 6 turnovers in the first half.
Yeah, it was really bad.
Like, that was like an NFL record, I think they said, and I'm like, that's also seems crazy. But like, yeah, throws an interception. That dude starts running it back. The ball gets punched out of his hands. Lands perfectly in Jalen Hurts' hands. He starts running. Ball gets punched out of his hands. Gets scooped up by the Chargers again. It was like, this game is a fucking clown show.
Yeah, it was. It was because then they had that alternate broadcast. Like
the Monsters Inc., dude.
Dude, that was like the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. I'm like, who is actually watching that and enjoying that? Like, who is actually watching that? Like, the same
kids.
thing when they do the Toy Story. What kids are watching that, dude?
I don't know. Some parents might throw it on for their kids. Guy who's cooking dinner and shit, not really paying attention much. Kids
or when
just
they do
need to stay
like
busy.
the Splat, like the Nickelodeon one.
Yeah,
like,
SpongeBob when they did the SpongeBob.
It comes out like on Wednesdays.
Yeah,
like who is watching this, dude? That's crazy. I mean, obviously someone. They keep doing it.
Yeah, I think
so. People have to be watching it.
I think the idea is literally just it's all for children because that's what it's all based around. Like
it was just like I've been seeing it everywhere, and I'm just kind of don't want to see it anymore. But I did see one that was pretty funny. It's like the Chargers signing James P. Sullivan to a 3-year, $580 million contract, $350 million guaranteed.
Yeah, so Sully had himself a game, dude. 2 picks.
He was balling, dude. He was balling.
Yeah,
I got like the live stream that stream like broke. That same play too.
Yeah,
it like just stopped working.
Yeah, all the players just stood there. Yeah, it was hilarious. Yeah, that for being a game of so many turnovers, the Eagles almost won the game still.
Almost.
Which is what's nuts. I mean, that's really crazy that
through the game.
Yeah,
literally.
It's really crazy that they kept it as close as they did with as bad as they played because the Chargers are once again still not impressive at all.
Dude, they're so mid. They're so mid.
They are. They're just mediocre as hell.
And I like Justin Herbert. Did you see the thing after the game?
I do. Yeah, I had. Yeah.
So a lot of people are defending, like, I understand, like, why he just wants to go celebrate with his team, but it's also like, that's kind of your job. That's kind of like your thing. Like, you need, like,
See,
it's part of the job.
See, I want your fucking algorithm because my algorithm was people just dogging him. It was nothing but women posting and people saying, "Hey, bro, you get paid $262 million to play football. When the primetime broadcast wants an interview, you stand there like everyone else. Do the interview. Grow up."
I definitely think, yeah, do the interview.
And I'm also like, how would you feel if you were at work with a broken hand and got tackled 50 fucking times and your face thrown into the ground and got beat up all game and barely got a win, and also you destroyed your same elbow, it's bleeding, and you're like, we won and I just want to go fucking celebrate with my team and get out of here. I'm in a lot of pain.
How much does he get paid?
Yeah, money is not an object in that to me. I'm just like, I understand.
Nah, 110%. That's part of your job. Part of your money comes from the broadcasts.
It does, but like it's a one-time thing, and I think just like situationally, I would say in this time it's understandable. Now, if he did it like 2 or 3 times a year, every year, where it's like this guy's just a prick and doesn't want to. Well, no one gave a fuck when Marshawn Lynch wanted to not talk to media. They find him. People were fucking loving it though, but fans loved it. Everyone was like, "Dude, fucking love it." You see him ignore the media. They're trying to interview him, and he's just like, "No, yeah." Yeah, and everyone's like, "This is awesome. Marshawn's man. Marshawn's man." It's like
clown behaviors. It's just because I do understand where he's coming from, but I'm like, this is literally part of your job. You get paid a lot of money to throw a football. I understand you're beat up and all that stuff. It's a very physical sport, but just do it. It takes like a minute and a half.
It does, but I don't know. I think it's like
a job to do too.
Yeah, I just think it's like a one-time thing where it's like
I don't think Justin Herbert's actually like a dick.
That's what I'm saying.
No one's ever actually seen him be like a. No, we don't know, but
not to the media. He's never been openly like a total asshole, which is why I was just like, I don't know. I just think after that situation, fucking half the time you go to work, but no one wants to talk to you, and because they're like, "Dude, my head's fucking pounding. I'm sick. I'm just not in the mood. I'm in a bad mood," and it's like, "Oh, I'll stop talking to you then." Like.
But it's like, dude, if you get paid $280 million,
still
you gotta go work. You gotta talk to me.
Yeah, still. He's like, I did just work. I got fucking thrown into the ground 100 times this game, and my hand is about to fall off. Like,
I got nothing else in the NFL. I do have one thing I want to bring up, unless you got.
I'm gonna double check. I want to say that might have been the last thing I had. Yeah, that was it.
So, is the MLB cooked? Are we going to see a three-peat?
Why?
The Dodgers signed Edwin Diaz.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah.
I have no NFL or no MLB news on my feed at all.
And Kyle Schwarber is staying in Philly.
Oh, see, now I did see one interesting thing about that. The Pittsburgh Pirates actually made an offer to Kyle Schwarber, which...
Yeah, they probably offered him like $20 million.
Yeah, I'm not...
Not actually.
I don't think they even... Well, at least when I seen this, it was not released what they had offered him, but it was like over $100 million. But either way, it's like, wow, that caught my eye when I seen them. Like, that's surprising. The Pirates are actually trying to spend some money. What's up with that?
Well, and then the Dodgers are just like, cool. Let's sign Edwin Diaz. 2 years, I believe, $68 million.
Well, they got the salary cap space.
Yeah.
For now.
It's just like
Edwin Diaz. Wow.
What do we do? What does the rest of the league do?
Interesting. Yeah, I want to know who's going to be leaving that team.
I don't know, dude. I really don't know.
I can't remember. I'm trying to, like, off the top of my head, remember whose contracts were, like, up and who's going to be moving. But
Clayton Kershaw? Retirement?
Yeah, that's true. Hey, I mean, the only other move left, I mean, realistically, if they want to make it, if they want to just go all in and say, fuck it, we're going to actually ruin baseball, they should sign Tariq Skubal.
They honestly might.
I'm curious to see where he ends up going. I mean...
They honestly might, dude. It's going to be awful. It's going to be a sad day.
Yeah, apparently he hasn't signed anywhere yet, which is really interesting because I'm really curious to see where he ends up going.
Probably wants a lot of money.
He should get a lot of money.
I'm saying he's deserving, but he probably wants a lot of money. So the Tigers are probably very hesitant, trying to figure something out, trying to get a team-friendly deal.
They offered him a bullshit-ass deal during the year, and he turned it down, thank God, and then he went out and won Cy Young for him, and they're like, you still want that? It's like, fuck out of here with that chump change, dude.
Yeah. That's the only baseball news I have. That's the only thing I saw.
Yeah, I didn't. Oh, wait a second. What? This is right now?
What's that?
No shit. Is the MLB draft going on right now? MLB Network just
Yeah.
tweeted out 51 minutes ago. The White Sox are on the clock. Who will they take with the number 1 overall pick?
Yeah.
Well, that's interesting. Why isn't that the top news on here for me?
I don't know.
Let me see really quick. I want to see because they had to have made the pick already, right?
They did. Oh,
Or no. That can't
Grok.
be right.
Who is this? That's Roke Chalowski, UCLA shortstop, and the consensus top prospect for the 2026 MLB draft. Fans are thrilled about the pick. So there we go. That's all I have to say.
I don't know. I don't think that they. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't
think the draft is happening yet. I think they just got selected for the draft. The draft lottery got selected, so they are drafted. They are drafting first overall.
Oh yeah, that's what it says. Yes,
that's just a kid who's projected to go first.
Gotcha. Okay.
So we'll wait on that.
Also,
we'll wait before we give them any flowers on making any good decision. Let's wait and see who they end up drafting, because no kidding, knowing how Chicago shit goes, they might end up fucking
But I have nothing else.
No, I think that pretty much covered it for me. I want to say there was again, as usual, I think there was one other thing, but you know how that goes. Sorry, happens. I did want to apologize for the lackluster energy from last episode. Personally, from myself, there's a lot going on, and I don't know. I just wanted to apologize. I felt like I was definitely not into it, not feeling it, and I feel like it was very evident.
See, the fan, and we care.
I think you are pulling my microphone when you're twisting your chair.
Oh, oops.
I was wondering, it keeps moving up and down, and I'm like, what is going on? I'm not barely touching this thing. But yeah, there was a lot going on, and I felt like definitely was not into it mentally, going through a little bit, and just wanted to apologize, and hopefully this one was a lot better, because I feel like it definitely was.
We're open on this show, guys. Just saying.
Yeah.
And we thank you guys for listening.
Yeah, thanks for all the extra views lately, too. Keep it up. Also, shout out 50 subscribers on YouTube now.
Yeah, we did hit 50 subs.
Dude, that's huge.
That is pretty cool.
The views are climbing. The subscribers are climbing. You guys are helping us out. We fucking love it. This is great.
Absolutely. Just keep sharing, liking, subscribing, following on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. Am I forgetting something? X, yep. Yep. Wherever you listen. I know most of our stuff comes from YouTube.
Yeah.
Spotify has been, I think, actually no listens, which is fine. Whatever. But yeah, guys. Again, thank you for listening. We'll see you on the next one.
Thanks.